Hello and welcome to Bailey Shooting. This week we're taking a look at the Cobra Blade LR Gen 2 Plus Pro night vision system. This is an add-on Gen 2 unit which goes onto the front of your scope. Genuinely easy to use, and how it works is it converts ambient light and amplifies it, basically makes it brighter. This in conjunction with a decent IR source, i.e. a PBI-RX or a Torch Factory Evo Turbo, you can easily see out to around about 300, 400, 500 yards. For IDing foxes, probably I reckon 350 yards. You could ID a fox. It's not clear enough to take a shot at that range. I'd say around about 200 yards is a safe shot for a fox. With regards to rabbits, for IDing rabbits and getting a good clear sight picture, I'd say around about 100 yards. This works up to around about ×8 magnification on your scope, so after that you do tend to lose a bit of your picture quality as you're looking through the tube itself. But apart from that, absolutely cracking unit. Really simple to use, quite literally. Here, this is where your battery goes, which is a CR123A, tiny little battery. That lasts in excess of 50 hours per battery, so you haven't got to worry about changing batteries all the time. Your power switch is just here, and on the side here, this is actually a focus for the device itself, so when you've got it on, you can adjust for the best sight picture for where you're shooting. To fit the scope, it's really simple. You'd loosen this off, you find the best shim that fits in here to minimise the amount of movement on the end of your scope, slide it on, tighten it on, and that's it. Simple as that. I mean, I've been using it with a T38 Evo Turbo IR pill from Torch Factory as well as PBI-RX, and both have given absolutely awesome results. I'll show you now how to fit it onto an actual rifle and show you what it looks like fitted. Right then, with regards to fitting this device to your actual rifle, in the book it does recommend that you keep the Picatinny rail on the right hand side of your rifle. That is this piece here. So quite literally, I've already got the correct shim selected, which fits my scope nicely. All you want to do is keep everything lined up. You only need to go on 1 to 2 centimeters onto your scope. As you tighten this up, it will automatically align everything together. So as that's tightened up, it has lifted everything and pulled it into exact alignment with your scope. Me personally, I haven't suffered any loss of zero with this device. It's actually proved to be very viable for foxing for me, and it's already taken 2 foxes. Just exceptionally simple and makes life so much easier in the field. You can get an additional eyepiece, so you can use it as an actual spotter as well at night. With regards to fitting the IR, I've just got my torch with a Picatinny mount on it, and quite literally drop it straight on into place, tighten it up, and that's it, it's on, and it really does line up quite well. One thing to remember with these devices is do not turn them on in the daylight. Daylight will burn out the tube inside and will cause burn marks on the actual part that you look through. Also, using laser IR and stuff like that, do not have a pinpoint beam, because over time it will burn away at the actual tube inside. So I do recommend trying not to be too intense with your IR sources whilst using these in the field. So yeah, you can see it fitted there, super simple. Carry on shooting as you normally would with your normal eye relief. When you finish shooting at the end of the night, it's quite simple. Just unscrew her, slide her straight off, and that's it, job done. Simple device, really simple. This is just a quick few clips so you can see what it looks like when you're actually looking through your scope and through the device. This has got no IR on. There is snow on the ground, so the image is quite bright still. This has got IR on, and it is now snowing at this point when I film this bit of footage. As you can see, your crosshairs are all nice and crisp. My phone is struggling to figure out the image with the crosshairs and the image in the background. That's a general look through the back of the scope whilst I was out in a position, and there's the PBIR mounted on top. Right then, so my overall opinion of the Cobra Blade LR is, if you want a simple device just to do the job, to go out in the field and provide you with the ability of stealth when doing your foxing and whatever else, or whatever country you're in, whatever vermin you're trying to control, absolutely awesome piece of kit. The fact that the battery lasts 50 hours plus on such a small little battery is incredible. The IR gives it a completely different kettle of fish for use, just nice and clear, and I mean, it took my mind away compared to digital systems, quite how far the IR works as when it comes to Gen 2. The fact it's a Pro model does give you that little bit more clarity in the image, up to ×8. Like I said, the distances I'd already shoot foxes, I've already stated. It's a shame that at 100 yards past that for rabbiting, etc., it's not as clear as I'd like it to be, but it's one of those, it's got a give and take. In all the devices I've looked at so far, like the F155, this and the other bits of kit, they've all got their plus and minuses. So I mean, like the F155 was better for closer in, whereas this is more ideally suited for your foxes. So I have found this to be clearer than digital units, because you're just looking through the actual image intensifier tube. The only disadvantage with regards to this against digital is obviously you can't use this in the daytime because it will just destroy it. But overall, I'm really happy using this piece of kit. As I've already stated, I personally didn't lose any zero. I've been able to happily go out in the field and use this without worrying about that, for the distances I shoot anyway. So yeah, it's a good bit of kit. We've got them on our website. If you want to have a look on there, baileyshooting.co.uk, there's some more additional technical specs on there for you to have a look at. But I've got some more gear coming from Thomas Jacks to have a look at, some scopes, etc. So give us a like and subscribe, and I'll get some more videos up soon. Thank you very much for watching.